Okay, you guys, it is time to cook dinner. I have some ground turkey on the stove. I'm gonna be making pasta and veggies, by the way. So I'm gonna add onion powder, minced onion, black pepper, garlic salt. Last but not least, some cayenne pepper. So I already cut some garlic here. Now, this is for the sauce, but now I'm gonna cut my side veggies. So now I'm just getting the water ready to put it on the stove to boil it for the pasta. The sauce that we'll be using is Classico roasted garlic. A serving is half a cup. I'm gonna do a full cup because I'm gonna be splitting the meal between 2 meals. Oh, she's dripping. Okay, so I put half of the ground turkey in a container because I'm just gonna use it tomorrow. But it's time to add the sauce. For a cheesy moment, we're gonna add some cream cheese. Time for the veggies. All I have in here is a little bit of water. I'm gonna add garlic salt, onion powder, pepper, and tapatio. So we have the water boiling, the veggies cooking, and that is just on low because it's pretty much done. Adding some Parmesan, some chives, and some parsley. So there it is, dinner. So I'm going to be cooking some chili and I'm gonna dice some onion. This dicer for onion, amazing. Like, it has drastically changed my life. It takes 2 seconds to cut some onion now. I'm gonna show you guys how awesome. So you take your onion, just do that. It is a little loud, but that's okay. So,
ooh, your hands smell like onion.
I hate when my hands smell like onion. I'm just gonna add the onion. We are an onion family around these parts. On my chalkboard, it still says Vlogmas Day 6. That's because of laziness.
Oh, yeah, day 8?
Oh, wait, my eyes. Yeah, we're at day 8.
Did you rinse them under cold water?
Oh, it's making me cry. No. So all that's in here right now is onion and some oil. This isn't a recipe by no means, because I suck at that anyhow. I'm just gonna use some ground turkey for my meat. All right, so I'm gonna add some seasonings, some garlic salt, pepper. I'm gonna add the like chili seasoning and the important stuff towards the end. Not the end, but once I have all the goods in there, like the tomato sauce and such. So this is how she's looking. Gonna add some minced garlic. So usually my chili is like a chili soup, but I want to try making it less soupy this time, which I've never done before. I don't know, we'll see, because either way is good. So I drain and rinse my beans. I'm gonna use 2 kidney beans. use 1 can of black beans. The meat is almost done. And then I'm gonna add everything else. I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken broth, some tomato juice, the chili seasoning packets, some tomato sauce, and some diced tomatoes. I'm gonna add the beans. I'm gonna add some of the tomato sauce and juice. Chicken broth. This just adds a little bit of really good flavor in my opinion. Some diced tomatoes. And then the chili packet. And then I just like to add more seasonings if it needs it, like cayenne pepper, cumin, whatever it may be really. So this is what she looks like. She still has a good 30 minutes on the stove though to marinate all the flavors. Feline is making some cornbread. We're using the honey cornbread by Krusteaz. She wanted Jif, but unfortunately Jiffy. Unfortunately the store didn't have that. Yeah, we figured we'd have some cornbread with it. And already folks, I have added more chicken broth. I just feel my old self saying how I kind of want it soupy. Plus there was a lot of seasonings. I don't want it to be too seasoning-y. Plus we both like soups a lot, so I think it'll be okay. Okay you guys, so the chili is complete. I don't know why I tried to show you like that, but. So here is the chili. She tastes phenomenal because I've already tried her. And then the cornbread, this is my mistake. I took it out of the little pan sheet situation type deal messily and it kind of just crumbled. Came up with, which is what I usually do. So I cut some fresh garlic because that tastes better than the jarred stuff for sure. Cut some onion. We have some water boiling with a little bit of Himalayan salt and oil, ground turkey, which I season with garlic salt and pepper. It's really all it needs because I'm about to season it pretty good with some sauces. So I'm using some whole grain thin spaghetti. I like to make my spaghetti pieces small, so I just break them into thirds, just easier to eat. So the meat's about halfway cooked, so I add the garlic and the onion and I stir it and it's doing its thing. And at this point, oh my gosh, it is smelling so freaking good. So I'm kind of just like breaking it up so there's not like huge pieces of meat. So I've been loving broccoli lately. So in almost everything that I make, I'm adding broccoli. It's just easy to hide some green. Plus, I don't need to hide it. I love broccoli thoroughly, even when it's by itself. So I cut these pieces up and then I ended up actually cutting probably double that amount because there was lots of leftovers and I wanted enough greenery throughout the meal. And then I just stirred it up a bit, letting it all cook together. So the sauce I'm using is Rao's vodka sauce. I am going to add a spoonful of basil pesto as well. And for some spice, I'm adding sriracha and I'm gonna add about a tablespoon or 2 of cream cheese as well. I thought I was recording when I poured the Rao's in the pan and I wasn't, whoopsies. So I added that, the pesto, and I'm stirring. So Feline actually taught me this. Add a little bit of the water from the pasta water. And she taught me this like a year ago. And I was like, okay, weirdo. But turns out actually a lot of like famous chefs do the same thing. So, and here is some cream cheese. This is just to add, you know, a little bit of a cream effect, if you will. This came out so good, you guys. Like, Feline loved it. I loved it. This was easily a 10 out of 10. I know you guys used to make fun of my cooking, but I'm not train wreck like that no more. So I added some parsley on top, and that is the completed product. Like, I don't cook weird like I used to. I used to make some weird soups, not gonna lie, and they were delish, but I'm in my 30s now. Like, that was like 6-7 years ago. Now I'm making bomb whole grain pasta. So definitely make this and then message me on Instagram and let me know what you thought. So I guess I dropped a broccoli, and I normally notice things like this when I drop food on the ground when I'm cooking. I guess I didn't notice I dropped one and Twinkie found it. Alexa, can dogs have raw broccoli?
Raw broccoli is not considered poisonous to dogs.
It looks like Twinkie gets the broccoli. So right now I am cooking my next meal. I am making Brussels sprouts with some colorful potatoes. There's like purple, yellow, white, and I'm also gonna cut up some steak. Okay, so now I got the steak cut up. I'm gonna season it a bit and then add some minced garlic. So now I have everything cooking together. I added some sriracha, a little bit of soy sauce, and now I'm gonna put a lid and let it cook a bit. Okay, my food is complete. I've never made anything like this before, so I'm excited to do a taste test with you guys. So I got myself a bowl. I was just really craving a potato, so I tried to figure out how to make it healthy and have a serving of it. And by the way, when you guys hear this noise, that's the refrigerator. It's not a fart. Look how delish. This would be so good on top of some rice, but the calories hardcore are coming from the steak, so I'm gonna pass on that.